Hey, girl. Hey.
Hi, honey. Hi.
Hey, girl. Hey, girl. This has been a day. We started early.
I know.
We've recorded
An amazing.
an amazing baking sugar.
Yes.
Yes.
Should we tell our listeners here about our big announcement there also?
Yes, that is good because this comes out the day after. Yes.
Yeah.
So, dear listeners, for our dear listeners that follow the other podcast, baking sugar is getting ready to change. Now, let me clear up. This is You Slay Me, our Murder She Wrote podcast, but baking sugar is getting ready to change to Baking Sugar and Associates.
Yes. Why is that, Mims? Please.
What? So, Baking Sugar is now transitioning to Baking Sugar and Associates.
Please clap.
Thank you. My God. Dear listeners, I've tried to get her to do this. Please clap now 4 times. It's a gimmick. It's a
And it was my idea, remember?
Yes. God.
Always be wary when it's my idea.
You have one job, Maim. Hand or blow. You get to choose.
Ugh. I plead the fifth.
On your knees.
I plead the fifth.
No. So no. Maim doesn't have sex. That's me. No. So Baking Sugar,
like the mayor.
Baking Sugar and Associates is going to be shifting from designing women to Absolutely Fabulous. More about that. Yes, go ahead.
I was going to say, because we've come to our conclusion for our first Baking Sugar.
That's very true. But we've already done all that. You could listen to the most recent episode of Baking Sugar to hear more about that. We will get on with our regularly scheduled stupidity on this podcast.
Yeah, stupid.
El Stupido.
El Stupido.
Girl, I just realized the past 2 times that I've come down there, I did not get my fungo.
Wait. Hold on.
And
right, we're gonna pause. We're gonna pause right now. We're gonna pause right now. Dear listeners, before y'all come for me, every time this whore comes to South Florida, I say, my husband says, what do you want to do? What do you want to eat? And she just says, I don't care.
Oh no,
whatever.
This last time, I said I wanted a sandwich. We didn't have time for the sandwich, right?
Like for real,
we didn't want to drive all the way over there to get a Cuban sandwich, which is fine.
Literally, like so. Nope.
I didn't say it was on you. I didn't say it wasn't on you.
Exactly. It's always implied that it's on me. It's always implied.
Girl, speaking of implied racism, did you know that we have a Patreon? Maybe I should try that again. Speaking of bad jokes, did you know that we have a Patreon?
What?
Dear listeners, if you go to patreon.com /Mims and Maim. Oh God, I can't see. Oh, you can throw us some money. Hey, Maim.
Yes.
God, it's so fucking bright. Hey, Maim.
Yes.
Maim, did you know that we have another podcast that we just talked about for too long?
Do we?
That's right. It's, get ready.
Yes.
Baking Sugar and Associates.
Please clap.
Our comedy podcast. Comedy series podcast. Our podcast about multiple comedy series. Currently, we're on Absolutely Fabulous. We'll workshop that. Hey, man.
Our sitcom-focused podcast.
Our sitcom podcast. That's good. Hey, Maim.
Sure.
Maim. You know we have a website? BimsandMaim.com. Hey, Maim.
Yes.
Do you know what I love?
5-star reviews.
I do. They really help us grow. And dear listeners, like, subscribe, rate, do whatever the hell you want to. This is season 6. Episode 11, Town Father.
Oof,
Girl,
Daddy.
we are we are in Cabot Cove, girl.
I met Jessica, girl.
It has been a while since we have been at Cabot Cove.
It has, and these are some of my favorites because they are always ridiculous.
So JB has a haircut at Loretta's.
Come on, Loretta, I like her so
I
much.
do too. But her house in the process of being remodeled, which is probably why we haven't seen her. Like we've been. This is their way of saying, oh well, she's having her house remodeled. She hasn't had time to, look at murder.
Yeah,
To
got
commit
it.
murders.
Got. You mean Loretta?
Girl, she's got.
You know Loretta's got some bodies buried. You know it.
Girl, she got a phone call.
Okay, who
JB
is
got
it?
a phone call. It is. Hold on, I wrote down his name at the very end of all this. What's his name? He's a lawyer.
I don't remember her lawyer's
Jason
name.
Vernon.
What a weird name.
Yes, he's the or Vernon or something like that. Anyway, he's
Something white.
Yeah. God. Well, girl, they ain't no black people in Maine. It's
Maine.
Maine. Are you making fun of my accent, Maim? Are you making
I just
fun?
noticed, like, that's the way black folks say man. And then he said Maine. I'm like, that's actually how Southern black people say the word man. Maine.
Maine.
So it's so weird when you said it like that. I was like, oh, the irony.
Mm-hmm.
There's got to be two.
He's asking her to sell her house.
She ain't selling that house.
And then she's like, well, how much you offering?
Oh.
Mm-hmm.
Is she selling her house? Oh, no.
Well, girl, we're downtown, and Seth Haslett, Doc is there in a cute little workout outfit. He looks adorable with a little headband and white sneakers. He's so cute.
He would kill it in Palm Springs.
He would. He would probably kill it down in
like, he's not a ugly man.
No,
he's just an older man.
No, he's on an episode of the original Star Trek.
Yeah,
and he was cute.
Yeah,
mm-hmm. My husband saw him, was like, "Is that Doc?" I'm like, "That's Doc." He was in a lot of westerns.
Was he? Mm-hmm. Interesting. Yeah. I don't think I've seen a young version of him before.
Oh yeah. God, let me see if I can find him. Real fast while we're chit chatting about this. You sent me something else. You just sent me a photo.
Doc Haslett. Come on, Doc Haslett.
Star Trek images. No, I'm not gonna be able to find that easily.
Apparently, all Star Trek projects are now officially on like pause for the indeterminate amount of time while they get all that stuff with their mergers and everything. So they're tearing down the sets and auctioning them off.
Great.
I'm trying to think if there's something I should get from one of those.
You won't be able to afford it.
No.
Maybe
just a little button.
Just a little button.
Just a button.
I mean, you may be able to afford. I had so many jokes. I'm just gonna let them go. I was going to say an actor's name, and I'm just going to let it go.
One of Spock's ears.
Those are gone. What are you talking about? Those are auctioned off years ago.
No, the new Spock.
Oh,
the hot one.
He is hot.
God, he's hot.
Do
you know who he is, by the way? Do you know he's actually like a lineage?
Somebody told me, and
he's Gregory Peck's grandson.
Oh, that's right. Yes,
yeah,
I did know that.
And it's weird because like you don't see it at first until you see a side by side with a young Gregory Peck, and you're like, oh, yeah, it's right
And then
there.
he starts being on trial and trying to save somebody and get Boo Radley involved.
They
So
should have had a recreation. They should have done that with like a Ferengi.
they didn't know the Frankie back then.
Dang it.
Sorry. So we're downtown, and the weekenders are coming up and buying all the property in Cabot Cove.
Sounds familiar.
And we find out that the mayor, Sam, is running for re-election.
Okay. We love Sam.
We do, but Overguard is running against him.
Who is Overguard?
Well, we don't like him because he's bald.
Oh, that's the reason. It's
Mm-hmm.
valid.
Mm-hmm.
Back then, that was a good reason to distrust somebody.
Mm-hmm. Well, girl, speaking of distrusting somebody, we're now at the bus station,
Okay.
and there's a lady with a hat
Oh no.
coming out of the bus, and they're playing the sultriest music. Boys are whistling at her. Her dress is, or her skirt is very long. I don't understand this. She's not acting sexy at all. She's just kind of walking around.
But remember, she's like, I think she's supposed to be sexy from like where she's from in Wyoming. Maybe. She's showing some ankle.
Yeah, like what? Yeah. Ooh, ankle.
I think that's a lot for Maine, too, though. They're like, oh,
Oh dear.
oh, dear.
That's a Minnesota accent. I don't know
I
why I'm
know.
going. Ooh.
That's a nice lobster. Like,
It's a nice lobster. Oh, God, I work with a dear sweet lady from Minnesota, and she's from very rural Minnesota, and I never have heard someone say "I Italian" and mean it. Um,
but she has.
but she has.
Oh.
She's
How
the
did she end up where you're at?
life.
Wow.
She also. Have I told you the story of La Jolla?
No.
So we were in San Diego for work, and she's like, well, later on I would go to La Jolla. It's like, my friend, it's La Jolla. She was chit-chatting again, and she said La Jolla to me again. I was like, my friend, it's La Jolla. She did it one more time talking to me. I was like, okay, you're going to need to understand it's La Jolla. I've corrected you. You're going to say it to somebody here, and they're not going to be nice about it. And she was chit-chatting to a group of people and said La Jolla, and they just looked at her, rolled their eyes, said, it's La Jolla, please get it right. And like, but it was meaner than that. Like, it was very...
Well, you warned her.
I did. And she came up to me, she's like, did you know? I was like, I've told you 3 times. I've corrected you over and over again. Well,
Maybe you should have said La Jolla like Latoya Jackson.
girl.
Like maybe that point of reference could have helped her.
Well, you know, she is a white woman. She did see Prince several times before he was famous.
Did she?
She did. Like every white woman.
In Minnesota.
Minnesota. Yeah.
I wonder how many Prince babies are just populating Minnesota at this point.
I don't think many. I always look, some of the raunchiest people out there are Ace. And he always gave that Ace vibe to me.
You know what? I can actually see that.
Like people who come up with some of the dirtiest, raunchiest,
Yeah,
stuff.
I can see that.
Uh-huh. Like, was he ever married?
Yeah. But
Okay.
I mean, the marriages were also kind of weird. Like, they were strange.
Mhm.
Everything around the man was strange.
Yeah. Yeah.
But
Well,
one thing about him, and it's funny that you say that now,
mhm.
because now that you've said that, and now that I'm thinking about since he passed, if you think to yourself,
Mhm.
have you ever heard anything negative sexually about like assault or anything like that?
Nope. In fact,
Nothing.
everything you all ever hear about him, he supported women and like, yeah.
Yeah.
Hmm.
Interesting. I think you're right. I think we might have an
Then
ace.
again, he's very small. I don't know.
What you trying to say?
I'm saying that I think most women could beat him down. I know that he's problematic, but Dave Chappelle's shirts versus blouses every time. Like, I know Dave Chappelle is incredibly problematic. Incredibly problematic. That 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 scene with Eddie Murphy's brother telling that story, just then he made me waffles. It was pancakes, whatever.
What a crazy story that
It
was.
was. Well, girl, we're at Loretta's, and Ideal is scared by JB's books. And Eve, who y'all may remember is the hoe,
Yes.
who is also the realtor, wants to
Mm-hmm.
sell JB's house. Well, girl, Holland Taylor is here.
I know, girl. I was so excited. I was so excited.
Dear listeners, if you don't know who Holland Taylor is, she is the wife of what is her name?
Oh, the American Horror Story lady.
Yeah,
I can't think of her name suddenly.
I can picture her.
Oh
Yeah.
my God, what is her name? What is her name?
God, you're turning to me. Okay, what is her name? Oh, what is her
She's
name?
been in so.
Sarah Paulson. There we go.
That's it.
Jesus
Jesus,
Christ, she's so weird. Um,
I love her.
I mean, you all may know Holland Taylor more recently from uh, oh God, Bend and Snap. Um,
Oh, Legally Blonde.
Legally Blonde. Thank you.
Yeah.
Yeah, or Just Shoot Me. Um, wait, was she Just Shoot Me, or was she the other one? She was the Tay Leone show, wasn't she?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, what was that called?
I don't remember, girl. I was never a big fan of Tay
Oh, I
Leone.
love Tay Leone. I loved
Yes.
her. She, Madam Secretary. You didn't like Madam Secretary?
I never watched
It
that.
wasn't good. It lasted forever.
Was it on CBS?
Yes.
That's why. That's why.
But it wasn't a Chuck Lorre show, so
It doesn't matter. It's a CBS. You say a lot of stuff about CBS. They will put in the time and just wait. And hopefully those Nielsen ratings go above 1.5. Like they will put in the time. If it even looks like it might blip above 1.5, you got another season on your hands.
well, her name is Winifred.
Yes, come on, Winnie.
Well, Eve goes over and like, hey, don't you want to sell me don't you want to help? And I can get people down here from New York. Don't you want help? Help, help, help. And Winifred's like, bye. She just leaves.
She just like walked out.
Uh-huh.
Like, I got to go put some money in the meter. How does that have to do with your hair, girl?
So Vernum has been calling all of these women to sell, and he's asking for a zoning change.
Now, the only thing that happened in this moment that I was kind of like,
So what happened in this moment, girl? I accidentally hit stop on the record. Let me move
I,
my thing over
I
here
said
now.
the only thing about this moment in the show that made me question it is that lady that has a business and doesn't know what a zoning change is. I was like, girl, you need to know what a zoning change is. You're a business owner. But that's neither here nor there. But it kind of upset me for a moment.
It's true. It's very, very true.
What's that? What's that, Jessica? What is the zoning change? I don't know what that is.
Well, Eve thinks that the next mayor should be a woman.
Oh,
I
in the
am a
90s?
woman in love.
Don't remind me of that year. Me and that album. God.
God.
That was a roller coaster, girl.
I,
Me and that album, when I discovered that thing, it was too much for me.
what did your mother say when you discovered this album?
I don't know, girl. I didn't ask. Say,
Regulus.
Regula. Ooh.
So was she surprised when you told her you were gay?
Yes. Yes.
Was your
The
father?
the same surprise that all parents, no matter how gay their kids are always surprised. My father was half asleep when I told him that. And he said, "Great, we got another one." And he went back to sleep. That was my coming out story. Because remember, I didn't even think it was going to be necessary. I was like, I thought it was obvious to everybody at this point that that was not a thing. But I was wrong. So never assume, because I always thought, dear listeners, when you're called the F slur from age 10, you just assume that everybody thinks that you're gay. So I thought it was obvious. It was obvious to 10-year-olds. So I thought it would be obvious to everybody.
What about Big Sister Maim? What did she
Girl,
say?
he saw that train coming a long time ago. That's why he stopped coming home, because he didn't want to get blamed for it. His words. At least he told me the truth. His words. He said he regretted it later because that's a lot of time he missed. But he's like, I did not want to be in the crossfire for that.
Can you blame her?
And still caught strays, even though he hadn't been around. Still caught the strays.
Girl, the woman with the hat,
yes,
is coming in to the salon, and she's like, "Hey, could you help me? I need to get my hair cut tomorrow. Also, my name is Auntie Maim Chapman. Could you point me to the direction of the mayor's office?"
Sure. Go.
The mayor's.
We're a very small town. It's right there.
She has a very southern accent for being from Wyoming.
Yeah. Yeah.
I don't think people know where Wyoming is.
No. I think it's somewhere south of the Mason-Dixon, apparently.
Apparently.
Wyoming, Louisiana, I guess.
Yes. Yes. Well, girl, we're at Winifred's. It's a party, girl. It's a party.
Hey, party girl. Hey.
And there's raffle tickets that are $50. Horton is Winifred's husband, and he hears a who, and he's giving out the tickets. And
he hears a whore, not a who.
Well, he hadn't heard the whore yet. Eve hadn't said hello.
She gets around, girl. She gets around. She was throwing herself at that man.
I mean, he has fake teeth. Did you notice them caps, girl?
Yes, but also I always find in these series, especially these ones from this time period, it's always funny to me when they're like, "He's so handsome," and I'm just like, "What are we talking about?"
Well, he's white.
Like, he looks like the love child of Burt Reynolds and Robert Goulet, and not in a good way. Honestly.
Dear listeners, if you do not know who Burt Reynolds or Robert Goulet are, I don't know how to help.
No. Like, I feel like in the late 80s, early 90s, if he was over 6 foot, not fat, and had a mustache, they're like, "He's handsome." I'm like,
yeah.
No, ladies, they're not all handsome.
Maim's saying this. She thought that the same thing back in the late 80s, too.
I didn't care about height as much back then.
Yes, you did.
Did I?
Yes. I could climb him. Yes.
Well, that's different. I mean, those were challenges to me.
I know. You liked it.
I mean, who doesn't love a challenge?
Dear listeners, I'm raising my hand.
Just like a true side. Like a true side.
Girl, I just can't. Oh, by twink. 7 to 9 is perfect.
It's perfect.
Like,
Good Lord.
7 to 9. I was like, I don't need all that. Well, then, don't you want something to? I'm like, you gotta understand. It ain't going up my. So I don't need. And even if it was, I don't require.
Like, I'm sorry. I'm not a walking Holland tunnel. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I'm just
Girl,
not.
that's the channel. That's
Shuttle.
it goes deep.
It goes too deep. We hit pay dirt.
I don't even. What is going on? Well, Horton wants to put in aeropuerto, and to put it in,
Cabot Cove needs a giant airport.
he does, and like in order to do that, he's like, we can just take down some pine trees because he works in Boston and New York City, so he travels a lot, and he's like, but he has to go to the city that's across the bay and drive it over every day, and he doesn't like doing that, girl.
Well, let's just uproot the entire city because you don't like doing this.
Well,
sorry.
Eve's here. Eve's here, and she's rubbing her boobs all over him.
She is something.
She is something.
Like, I just, Lord, woman.
Have you ever been
Rub
like
boobs
that?
on somebody?
What? No, okay, no, she's not actually doing that. But have you ever been that forcefully into somebody? Like ever? Like in person?
Like where it compels me to act like that?
Yeah. Not compels, but just acted like that in order to try to get in their pants.
I've never thought highly enough of myself to think that that tactic would work.
That's a completely different can of worms that we are not going to go into today. Dear listeners, we are going to...
Short answer.
We're going to leave that package at the door. And hopefully Amazon will come pick it back up and take it away
right now. That was a moment of way too much honesty. Wow.
I appreciate that. What are you drinking? That is real orange.
Tang.
Okay. Dang. Girl, speaking of that, now we're just shifting the topic. They have Slice again.
I know.
It is a probiotic soda now.
I know.
They've got all of the flavors.
I kind of want to bring my dad back from the dead because that was his favorite soda. So I'm be like, Pop, they brought it back.
Girl, do you remember going the Keebler Pizzeria chips?
Yeah.
Okay.
That's like one chip that I still mourn.
Oh no, the potato, the tater
skins.
Tater skins.
Tater skins got great potato feel because they're made with potato skins that are real.
Yeah, those.
Who says marketing doesn't work?
Those are the things, girl. So Ticketmaster.
Yes.
Here during the hockey games, we watched hockey games, and Ticketmaster has a ad here that like, hey, we're going to do that. We're going to go see the game and put. So whenever they get a goal, the tagline is "Put a biscuit in the basket."
Okay.
So they say we're going to put a biscuit in the basket. Girl, let me just tell you how good that tagline is. Not for Ticketmaster, but for Bojangles.
As soon as you said it, I was like, that feels like a Bojangles thing.
And like here, if we get a goal, a power play goal, they give you a free Bowberry biscuit if you go and say it's bow time.
I would never miss a game.
I know. I love a Bowberry biscuit.
Now I want Bojangles, and that's literally impossible.
Right? You gotta have a Bojangles.
I didn't have enough when I was home that last time.
How many times did you have it?
I just had it twice. I didn't have it enough.
Twice? That's it?
I know.
Girl.
I know.
What did you have?
Well, like my brother had food at his house, and they were, because like because all the situation that was going on.
I
So it's
know.
like,
I hear you and I support you, but
but now I'm like, should have
girl,
had
but
more vegetables.
the thing is, just and I know that this is difficult for you to think about, but it's a suggestion I have. Force yourself to eat more. Just rather than think, I'm not hungry right now, think, I would like that.
I would love for the twink to say the same thing to you about your butthole.
And I would say, "Uh,
And that was a TED Talk, everybody.
well, girl, a woman comes up to JB and she's like,
Mm-hmm.
I am a huge fan of your house.
If I was Jessica, I'd be knocking some heads up in that party.
Well, we're leaving now. Doc's waiting outside for JB, and Overguard comes up to him about the airport, and like, hey, you should vote for me to get the airport. And Doc's like, uh. Dear listeners, I just put my
Doc
fingers
is
up.
such a badass. I love him.
And the mayor comes up to Doc's like, hey, you aren't voting for that. Oh my God, Pause. Oh, you.
Yeah. That should be the theme, just like Doc, just like the whole time.
And so Doc looks at him and it's like, Sam, the most important thing is that you are a do nothing mayor. And he's like, oh. So next day, votes re-elect Sam, do nothing mayor. And there's women at the rally, and
there are people that could get elected in our hometown on that. I felt triggered sometimes when they were having that conversation on this episode of like, ugh, that's our hometown.
Mm-hmm. Although supposedly they're getting a Target.
I'm sorry, what?
Mm-hmm.
In our town.
Mm-hmm.
Is it going to be on the better side, like the side that needs something, and not the same side where everything else is?
What do you mean the side that needs something, girl?
Where there used to be a functioning mall and functioning stores.
Yeah. Oh no, it's going. They've torn all that down. It's going down there. It's going down Newtown Plaza.
There's nothing there. There's nothing on that side of town.
How dare you? There's a Starbucks.
I find that's very like not just I'm from there, but knowing how much of the population is on that side of town and that there's literally nothing on that side of town is like when I went home and saw that there literally was nothing now.
Well, no, hold on here. There's stuff there. There is.
There's a food line.
No, if you go right on down, there's like more shit. There's like a gym and all that stuff over there.
Do you mean in the old Bilo shopping plaza? Have you driven through there? There's not a lot in there. It's just some restaurants.
Oh, Food Line moved from the old Winn-Dixie to there. So the old Winn-Dixie's now empty, and so it's over.
Right. Like it's not that much.
What's in the old Kmart now?
A U-Haul shipping place.
Perfect. But girl, you know what? Burger King just remodeled and they reopened.
Oh, good for them.
I used to love that ham sandwich so much.
I used to love some Burger King.
I still love Burger King. It's good. It's supposedly the Whopper's good again.
Really? Mm-hmm. Don't play with me because that used to be my jam.
I love a Whopper with cheese.
Right? I always thought it was superior to the Big Mac.
Oh God, yeah. Oh God, yeah. I can't eat McDonald's anymore. It's not the IBS. It's the whatever additives they put in there. Just not hurt my stomach, but make me feel weird. Like I feel literally weird after I eat it.
Odd.
Yeah.
I can't really remember last time I had McDonald's now. It's been a long time.
Last time I had 2 cheeseburgers, I was like, this is not how I should feel after eating 2 cheeseburgers. I feel... But now Wendy's...
Yeah.
Treat me right every time.
Wendy's has got good for my puss.
2 junior bacon cheeseburgers or a Dave's double. Either way.
Mm-hmm. Mama is happy.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
Ain't no business like show business.
Now I kind of want a burger.
How does your husband eat burgers?
He doesn't.
Even better. No, does he can get them wrapped in lettuce?
He just doesn't. It's not really ever been a. He's not a big burger person
Mm,
anyway. So
I don't
that
understand.
that's the one.
Girl, I bought myself an air fryer. I,
Why?
I bought myself a Ninja Crispy
Why?
to make my chicken thighs every week.
Not your air fried thighs. Girl.
What?
Nothing.
Judge me if you must.
Come on now. You gotta do what you gotta do, girl. You've been on this weight loss journey and stuff, so you do what you got to do.
I ain't been in the gym in a hot minute.
I mean, you got to do what you got to do. They say the body's made in the kitchen anyway, not the gym.
Girl, they all say the legs are the last thing to go, so I'm gonna keep dancing.
Come on, Vanessa. Yes. Yes. She's always showing us the way.
Girl, sometimes the snow comes down in June, and sometimes the sun goes round the moon.
You got me, girl. You got me. You got me, girl.
Well, girl, there's the woman at the rally.
Oh.
You promised, Sam. You promised. You
Sam is
promised you
like,
wouldn't run again. I'm Auntie Maim from Casper Roman, and you promised you'd marry me.
Sam is like, I do not know you. I am a confirmed bachelor.
I do not know you. I do not care about you. We got a lot more pages. Okay, we need
I
to
frequent the bathhouse. Who are you?
Cabot Cove bathhouse.
No, you know Sam goes to Boston.
That's true. Well, Loretta comforts Annie, and she has pictures of their kids.
Those kids are too tall to be his.
Mm-hmm. Well,
Even
girl,
the baby.
we're at a store, and there's this weird man talking to JB. Hi, JB. How you doing? That little Annie girl, she's really kind of hot. She's very attractive.
It's very creepy.
Very attractive.
So creepy.
I think I kind of sound like what's his doodle?
Rip
Very
Torn.
attractive. No, not Rip Torn. Crazy hair. Back to the Future. Doc.
Gallagher. Oh,
Doc. Oh, speaking of, did you know Gallagher has a lot of shit too? You need to look him up. He was not a good person either.
No.
Yeah.
But he was so funny with those watermelons.
Yeah.
And his observational humor about how different men and women are, illustrated through breaking watermelons. He was like a laureate of our time.
Oh, Mims.
Not Gallagher.
Maim, you'll get that Webby somehow, someday.
Anybody but Gallagher.
Well, we also find out that Annie Mae asked this man for directions to the mayor's office.
How many people does she got to ask?
Girl, we'll find out later.
It's Cabot Cove.
Well, girl, we're at JB's now. And she's talking to Doc and just chit-chatting. And Howard and Ebenezer are here.
Oh.
And they've got an emergency, not for Doc, but for JB. Apparently, they're worried about the city council. Sam's vote was always a swing vote to keep things the same in Cabot Cove.
Got it. Yes.
So they asked JB to run for mayor because she doesn't have a history of philandering. And they look over at Doc and say, "You don't, do you?"
I'll never tell.
Oh, God. That's a movie I've never seen. What movie's that?
I don't know. Just got Brittany Murphy and Michael Douglas. I don't remember the name of it.
I'll never tell. Yeah.
I don't remember the name of it.
God. And so then they look at then JB says no, and so then they're like, "Well, what about you, Doc?" I think Doc would be a good mayor.
I think Doc would be a hoot as a mayor. But I also thought it was pretty funny because they went through this whole like praising Jessica and all of this stuff, and then there's like, well, what about you?
Mm-hmm. Well, girl, now we're at Loretta's again.
My favorite girl.
And Phyllis says that she looked through her travel agency stuff, and Sam does go to Wyoming every year to Casper specifically. Well, the ladies all want JB to be mayor. She's like, no. And we find out that Phyllis also gave this woman directions to the mayor's office.
Is something wrong with her? Is she hard of hearing? What I don't understand.
Well, girl, now we're at Eve's house.
Hey, girl, hey.
And she's like, hey, I'm running, vote for me, all ladies, all the single ladies, all the single ladies, all single ladies, all single ladies. I wonder what Kirby Colby's talent was.
Lip syncing something?
Breathing?
Probably.
So it looks like something from oh God, Sunset Boulevard. If you look at some of her pictures,
so she was probably lip syncing that scene from Sunset Boulevard.
Yeah, because she's got the turban and the little hair going down like this. I don't know what else that would be.
I found it. The thing oh God, I don't want to say this because I don't want to get in trouble, but I do find it really interesting that all of those pageants, the drag pageants, that their talent is just elevated lip syncing, usually to like different production numbers. Nobody does anything live or any kind of like anything. It's just lip syncing. And I don't get it. I just don't get it. Like, I don't know. I don't. How would you even judge that based on like the fact that, oh, okay, like here are the dancers. They got their little costumes. They got the little thing, like clothing change, all of this, but it's still.
Yeah, I know.
Those pageants in North Carolina, I remember I was like, because you remember the first time I went, I was excited about talent. I'm like, I can't wait to see what happens. It's like, what's happening? I can't understand. There's always like these two twinks that don't have the same rhythm trying to like keep up. One is the choreography, one is the choreographer's current boyfriend, and you know.
There's one of those I've seen, and it was Miss For Sausage, and she did the entire Jailhouse Tango from and she was fantastic. Like that was great.
Because sometimes they are amazing. Like sometimes it's that type of performance, but it's literally elevated.
Yes.
Sometimes, Vitamin to Benjamin, it is the same exact performance, no matter who does it, no matter which drag queen uses it for their talent.
I believe that's what Pork Chop won with.
I've seen it 6 different times from 6 different queens, and it's basically been the same.
Yeah, I think Pork Chop won with that and painted herself in black and white, and that's how she won her title back in 1973. At least that's
doing something different, like painting it different at least. Because that ain't how most of the girls do.
1973.
Yeah. Like, and it's funny you would say that because I would literally would look at people and be like, you do realize that episode was in black and white. So everything that you're doing right now is pure speculation. But I digress.
Well, so Anime goes to the other room to get some coffee, and JB chit chats with her. And JB's like, why are you here? And why now? And where are your children? She's like, well, I left my children with my sister. And they look through all the pictures. There's a picture of Sam with the fish and her holding the fish. Then there's a picture of the daughter and then a picture of twins. And JB recognizes the picture of the twins. And then Anime goes
like, well, of course you do. They look like Sam.
Yeah. Anna Mae goes in the other room, and Loretta's still there, and she's like, well, and JB's chit-chatting with her, and she's like, well, she must have stopped off in New York before she came here. JB's like, why? Her color job's too good for any place in Casper, Wyoming.
I didn't know Loretta was familiar with the stylings of Casper
No,
Wyoming.
but you could tell a good color job.
Uh, Loretta's like, I know color.
Yeah,
That
like
is a New York job.
well, a decent hairstylist will know of a decent hair
No, I
colorist.
know. I'm just picking because, she's like, I thought it's funny because I was introducing my hubby to the Venture Brothers, and it just occurred to me how much the stylist sounds like Dr. Girlfriend.
Forgot about Dr. Girlfriend.
Ah! Like, basically, it's just like one octave difference. That's it.
Dr. Girl. God, it's such a. I need to rewatch that. I quit about 3/4 of the way through.
They just added it to Netflix. That's why we were starting to
Okay.
rewatch
Oh,
it.
Netflix. Interesting.
Yeah.
Because that's a Cartoon Network show. You would think that would be on.
Netflix has been getting a lot of access to stuff.
Okay.
Actually, Netflix and Hulu, because Hulu got both Hercule Poirot and Miss Marple. And I didn't think that BritBox was going to let that stuff go ever again, but they got access to it. So I think licensing deals must have expired last year, or they
Okay.
renewed some new licensing stuff. Because yeah, some shows have been showing up on Netflix and Hulu that I've been genuinely surprised about.
Yeah, I think I quit after the two lackeys died the first time.
It's still it actually it evolved even more after that, and like it keeps evolving into like
Yeah,
kind of a
yeah,
different kind of show. Yeah.
yeah.
So I would recommend going back to that. That's a yeah. I love
Okay.
that show. Oh, I know you don't watch it, but I forgot to tell you. So I've been watching the new season of Top Chef that takes place in the Carolinas.
Yeah.
And this last episode I watched, the quick fire challenge was to elevate liver mush.
Oh, cool.
It was so neat because almost nobody, it's that thing, right? You don't appreciate things sometimes until you're reminded of how unique it is.
Mm-hmm.
Almost all of these famous chefs, because this is like a season of really good chefs,
Yeah.
almost none of them had even heard of it.
Yeah.
And the ones that did were like, I don't like it. Like some of the southern
Yeah.
ones were like, And I thought, you people, and watching them try to figure out what to do with it was because they didn't show them how to do anything. They were just
Mm-hmm.
like, here it is. They did some really interesting takes on it, but one of them was really cool. He diced it and fried it up like little croutons, and I need to try it like that after I saw him do that.
Is the dude from Raleigh still in it?
Uh,
The Mexican chef?
yeah,
Okay.
yeah, he's still in it. They've only I haven't caught up all the way. I've only gotten through the first three.
Yeah.
There are 2 or 3 chefs from there, from North Carolina on there. There's one lady that she's actually from Charlotte too, and she doesn't like it. I was like, "You're a charlatan. Uh, shut up and get off the show. What? How dare you?" Um, but it was funny because like as they were talking about it, they even said it. It's the name,
Mm-hmm.
right? And then as people started like trying it, they're like, "Oh, it's like pate. It's like
Yeah.
this." I'm like, "Yeah, it's just liver and pork and spices. That's what it is." Like what?
The
It just has a
the
weird
issue is
name.
that it's pork liver, and that
Yeah,
is something that a lot of people don't like because pigs are gross.
whatever. I think animals in general are mostly gross. It's just,
No, okay. By gross, I mean diseases that can transfer to humans,
Oh,
like
well,
pigs.
something's gonna kill us, girl. You've eaten enough, but I don't think it's gonna make all that much difference.
The anus is self cleaning.
And if it ain't, you there.
Spray it down.
Where's my Windex?
How do you feel about analingus?
I voted for her for season 5. Team Analingus. She didn't win. Canada got it wrong.
Oh my God. Oh my God. Did she get Miss Congeniality?
She didn't even get that girl after everything she did to those butts.
Well, we're back at JB's and Sam is here and he's losing it and he runs away.
Oh.
Well, now we're at the hotel and we're at Anna Mae's room.
If Sam would just get out his his gay bathhouse card, it would solve this whole episode.
Girl, we're at the motel. And we're at Anna Mae's room. There we go. A gunshot.
Oh no.
Anna Mae's dead. So we're at Sam's office.
It was Ike. What?
Turner?
Anime. Remember that's her name. That's her real name. Anime.
That's Tina Turner's real name?
You don't remember the Eat the Cake anime? That's what that's from.
Girl, I don't. I've never seen. I know. Now,
you know, I don't always say stuff to you, but of
I've
all
never
of the
seen
movies,
What's Love Got to Do with It? I know.
just to watch Angela Bassett set that thing on fire like she should have won that Oscar and should have had racism not been as crazy as it was back then.
Mm-hmm.
Anyway, that's her real name is Anime Bullock. Tina Turner.
Well, girl, we're at Sam's office now.
Dang.
And JB's asking about the murder.
Ooh.
And she's like, well, you have to say something. It's like, I don't know this person. I don't have to say anything. I don't have to do anything. And then so the sheriff comes and asks about her death. And he's like, I have never been in a relationship with anyone.
With a vagina.
See, I think asexual. I don't think gay. I think asexual. I think he likes food too much.
So he's a food sexual.
Mm-hmm. Give him a nice warm pudding.
I don't know. I think he's the port for the sailors.
The butter cookies that he can turn into a sewing kit later. A cheese ball.
That's his username on AOL.
Cheese ball. Sexual cheese ball. Yes.
Cheese ball XXX.
Oh, God. And he denies ever having any children.
Well, that would be implicit there, Sam, based on the fact you said you never had a relationship.
We find out that Anna Mae had 2,000 RuPaul doll hairs on her.
Oh, did she win a mini challenge?
Best hat. Oh, God. Well, girl, we're at the sheriff's now. And JB found a picture of the kids in a catalog.
What?
Yeah. And Mr. Overgard is here and telling him to investigate the murder forthwith because any publicity is publicity for Sam. We're outside now, and Eve is giving out brochures of how to fix up a house.
Okay.
And we find out that Mr. Bernard is in Morgan Bay.
Oh.
Which is the place with the airport right across the bay from Cabot Cove.
Mm-hmm.
So the lawyer has been there trying to, drum up selling.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
Eve, she got it on, right?
I know. She said she did. Well, girl, we're back at the docks.
Them teeth.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
And Corinne is there. Corinne had just fallen. Now, dear listeners, you may remember Corinne as a different actress from a previous episode where she is a much younger woman, much younger, like 10, 15 years younger.
It's okay. This woman needs some SAG credits.
So for her health insurance. But she needs to go and talk to the sheriff.
Yeah. She was probably a young child on Little House on the Prairie.
So because she has information about the murder.
Oh, okay.
So the sheriff's talking to her, and we found out that Anna Mae went to the hotel with a man.
A man?
We don't know who the man was.
Oh, all right.
So Corinne found out from Ideal. And so now we're in the car, and there's some rear projection going on behind, and so we're driving along with a fake fan blowing in the breeze. It's very cute, very
I love it.
Hitchcock is what I was thinking. Like, so funny.
Beautiful downtown Burbank.
They didn't
CBS
even.
Studios.
Well, girl, we're at Ideals, and Eve told her about Anna Mae being in the hotel.
Mm-hmm.
So now we're at Eve's, and Eve said Loretta told her. So now we're at Loretta, and she said it was Phyllis, and Phyllis is like, it was Ideal who told me. And Ideal's like, I just can't believe that person Horton would ever be at a hotel like that. And they were like, Ideal, why didn't you just tell us? I like to go there for the food. I did not think that you would. I thought you would think less of me for being at a hotel like that.
They have a great shrimp cocktail.
I love a shrimp cocktail.
I mean, since it's a love motel, they probably have a good oyster Rockefeller too.
I love a good oyster Rockefeller.
That's the sexual one, right? Oysters.
Yeah, raw oysters. Yes.
Yeah.
Oyster Rockefeller's not raw.
I don't know.
I know it's baked. They're delicious. Do you like fried oysters?
I do.
Okay.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I think I do.
They've got kind of a metallic taste, but they're good.
Yeah. I feel like a lot of ocean stuff does.
Okay. To each their own. I don't get that for a lot of ocean stuff.
I don't eat that much seafood. So.
I know. You should increase that. It's really good for you.
You know what ruined seafood for me? I
What?
realized this later in life. Do you remember those summers I spent at Camp Iredell?
Yes.
The lake smell and that dead fishy smell. I think that's literally what ruined seafood for me. Because when I smell even something that's similar to that, I'm just put off. But like, cause like tuna fish, right? Doesn't have it. Like I can eat that all day. Salmon patties, eat that all day. Like anytime that it's like fish or like straight from ocean type of stuff,
Yeah.
it's almost it just connects to some part. I'm like, I can't.
The thing is, it shouldn't be smelling like that when you get
No,
it.
I know that.
Can you eat?
But it's like
Do you eat sushi?
some sushi.
Okay.
Yeah, not a lot.
We should go on. That's what we should do next time I'm down. Go on a sushi adventure and like push your limits a little.
Okay.
Let me order for you.
Oh God.
No, you can trust me. What? You can. I'm not going to do anything crazy. Like, if to have someone experience delicious food, that's like my thing. I love for people to like food and like enjoy food and want
I
to
do
eat
enjoy food. You've been with me. I love food.
You like food.
I love the right food.
You don't. I very rarely see you get excited for food.
Maybe you're right.
No, you don't. Like you like food, but like to see you get excited for food, no, I don't think I've ever.
I think you're right.
Yeah. And that different people, different strokes. Like sure, that's fine. But
Which is
like,
funny because like I love cooking food.
yeah. But the
and
actual
making stuff.
but the eating part, you don't. You're ambivalent toward it.
Huh. Well, that's interesting. That's not an incorrect insight now
Yeah.
that I really think about that. Hmm.
Mm-hmm.
Which is so funny because my siblings love food.
Mm-hmm.
Both of them.
And it could be that you are the youngest child, and that's just not something that they were always excited. And you're like, so you sort of defer to them or that kind of thing. Who knows?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I think also just always having like such a like very small appetite has always been a thing too. Like I think when I like for example, when people go to like those Brazilian steakhouses,
Mm-hmm.
like people here get excited. Like they are super excited when they go for special occasions and all that. the first time I went, I
Mm-hmm.
was more like, this is a lot of food. Like I wasn't even thinking about like the flavor or anything.
Mm-hmm.
I was just like, explain the concept to me, and then once I heard the concept, I was like, okay, like how is this gonna work exactly? Because I don't really eat that much food.
So if you are ever going to, I know how you should handle it. Okay.
Mm,
If you are ever invited to a Brazilian steakhouse for anything, you get just the salad bar. You do not get anything else. You only get the salad bar. There's more than enough on there for you. You do not need all the meats. The salad bar has way too much stuff. And
there's a
girl,
lot of stuff on the salad
and
bar.
girl, the salad bar is half the price of anything else.
Yeah.
That is for vegetarians or those that are like don't care about the meats. Do it. Whereas I get the one with all the chicken hearts and all that stuff. Just bring me all of it.
We've got the meats.
Yeah, girl, I will. I will. But some, like we had one Brazilian steakhouse that was phenomenal here. Like the meat was delicious. Then we had another one that's kind of like, eh. So what? How do you handle like an all you can eat Korean barbecue place?
I have, I eat.
Okay, no. So you don't eat enough to go to that.
What ends up happening though, the few times that we gone to the Korean barbecue places, like I just focus on the meat. Like if I eat anything else, I'm not gonna eat very much of
Oh
it.
yeah, no, no. You only focus on the meat there.
But like what we end up doing, especially when our friends do it, is we usually go to like the combination places
Mm-hmm.
that are like Korean barbecue slash hot pot places,
Okay.
and I usually get more of the hot pot thing for
Okay.
myself because I love soups and things like that.
Okay. So they'll let you split it up. Okay,
Yeah.
gotcha. Yeah, no, I just I will eat the hell out of a Korean barbecue. I will,
Oh, girl, we need to
girl.
go to
I
a
will.
cook
I
place
will go
here.
to. Thing is, here's it's difficult for me. The reason it's difficult, I'm colorblind. I can't see the color change. I will either way undercook or way overcook all the meat.
Oh Lord,
So I have to have somebody to cook it for me, and I do not impose that on people.
I love doing that. That's my favorite part of the Korean
Okay.
barbecues.
Okay. Like if you're good with that, that's fine. I am good with somebody else cooking it, but
Ah,
I cannot I cannot.
that's so funny. Like that's literally. In fact, our friends got mad because I was the one just I kept cooking everything. They're like, "Stop cooking everything. You don't have to cook everything." I'm like, "This is my favorite part of this."
Uh, well, girl, we are at Horton's now.
Come on, Horton.
Winifred's car's gone,
Mm-hmm.
and we find out that Anne invited him to have a drink. She worked for him years ago, or she was working with him to influence the election. He had an affair with her 10 years ago. And we find out that he had nothing to do with her, but Jason Vernon, his lawyer, who is also the one trying to buy up all the houses, employed her. We find out that Horton is the anonymous buyer who's trying to swing the election, and he tried to pay her off $2,000 to get her to leave him alone,
Right.
and she was still alive when he left the place. So he calls her by her real last name, which is Murphy. We'll just say Aunt Murphy. I don't remember
Okay.
what it is. McCall. I have AM. So
I don't remember.
instead of AC, it's AM.
Yeah.
Well, girl, we're back at the sheriff's, and Winifred is here, and she's like, "You need to let Horton out. He can't hear the who in there." Um, Winifred calls Annie by her real last name, and she spills it right then. She followed her to the hotel because she can't show her face in Boston anymore. He's already slept with all the women there, and half of them are friends. So she said, "You bet I killed her like I wanted to kill all those other bitches."
I'm telling you right now, this episode was everything. And then we got to this moment.
Mm-hmm.
And you know exactly what I'm about to say. The fact that she, and dear listeners, don't jump down my throat, but I'm going to say it. When you are blaming the mistresses and not your husband
Mm-hmm.
for these affairs,
Mm-hmm.
I want to scream. Now, in her case, I will give her a slight pass because she said they were her friends. That's different.
Mm-hmm.
But when you're blaming everybody but the spouse that is cheating on you and talking
Mm-hmm.
about killing all those people, I have a I have a real problem.
Well, girl, it's the next morning, and Loretta comes by, and we have the election results. Eve got 6, Overgar got 19, and Sam won. Now, my husband was like, how many people live in Cabot Cove? Well, if we
Okay.
do the math, 6 plus 19, 25,
Okay.
which means that there has to be at least 26 more people in the city. So it's 51 people. Do-do! Do-do-do! Do-do-do-do-do-do-do!
Oh my god.
Do-do-do-do-do-do-do-do-do-do. Or 50,000. Hey, Maim, did
Yes.
you like this episode?
It was fine. It was cute. I mean, it's very anytime the ladies in that
Yeah.
beauty shop get in here, I'm in. I'm always in when it's them. So,
Well, sure, tell our dear listeners where they can find you so we can wrap this thing up. We have been chit-chatting a while,
a
man.
long time. Hello, dear listeners. It's me, Auntie Maim, your favorite relation. You can catch me every Monday night hosting karaoke at the Hotel Gathering in Miami Beach off of Lincoln Road. Come and have fun with us. It's a good old time. And anything else you can find will be at I'mYourAuntieMaim.com. Over to you, Mims.
Hey, all the Divine Miss Mims. You can find me online at thedivinemissmims.com. Hey, Maim, did you
Yes.
know that we have Patreon?
What?
That's right. If you go to patreon.com/Mims Maim, you can throw some money. Hey, Maim, did you
Yes.
know that we have another podcast?
Huh?
That's right. It's Baking Sugar and Associates.
Please clap.
It's our sitcom podcast, which is right now getting ready to go through AbFab. Hey, Maim,
Yes.
did you know that we have a website?
Really?
That's right. If you go to mimsmaim.com, you can go see what we're up to. Can't buy merch yet. Still trying to work that out. Hey, Maim,
Yes.
did you know what I love?
5-star reviews?
That was some wording. I do love 5-star
You're
reviews.
tired.
They
You're tired.
really, and I'm hungry. Ooh, I'm getting ready to have some chicken salad Sammys. Um,
I had that earlier for lunch.
we bought a rotisserie chicken from Costco. We're gonna rip this thing up and make some Sammys. Hey, Maim,
Yes.
do you know our dear listeners can reach out to us?
What?
That's right. They can send us an email at mimsandmaim@gmail.com. Hey, Maim,
Yes.
do you have anything else to add?
Thanks, y'all. Have a good rest of the week.
Say goodnight, Maim.
Good night, Mame.
Bye, y'all.